Alright guys, this is your DIY number 2 for 8.8c. We're still solving equations, but now we're going to look at solving equations with variables on each side of the equal sign. So let's take a look at an example problem. Here, I have 8 plus 2.5d equals 3.5d. So if you notice, I have a variable on this side of the equal sign and a variable on that side of the equal sign. So what we have to do is to get the numbers on one side and the variables on the other. So we can do that with the same process that we've been using. I've got 8 over here on the left side, so I'm going to leave my numbers on the left and I'm going to move all of my variables on the right. And I can do that the same way that I've been solving equations this whole time. So I've got positive 8 here, and then I've got plus 2.5d here. So what I'm going to do is subtract 2.5d from this side. And remember, what I do to one side I must do to the other, so I'm going to subtract 2.5d from the right side. Draw my line, see where I am with everything. So on the left side of the equation, I'm left with a plus 8. This 0 pairs out, goes away, an equal sign, and then 3.5d minus 2.5d simply leaves me with 1d. So my answer to this equation is 8, and I can go back and check my equation by putting in the calculator 8 plus 2.5 times 8. Does that equal 3.5? And if you do that, you will see that yes, indeed, that it does. So let's look at another example problem. Alright, this equation has a little bit more of a difficulty level because I have numbers and variables on each side of the equal sign. Personally, I like to try to get my variables on the left side, but it does not always work out that that's the best scenario. But when you have numbers and variables on both sides of the equal sign, you can move things around to make it work out to your advantage. So here I have a plus 1, and I have a positive 2/3 of an x, and on the right side I have a plus 9 and a negative 1/6 of an x. Always you can use your calculator to help you out if you're not comfortable with fractions, but I'm going to look at first getting my variables on the left side. So if I have a negative 1/6 of an x on the right side, I can add 1/6 of an x to both sides where the variables are. And in doing that, you see that I have 5/6 on this side. If you were to add those fractions together, 5/6 of an x, negative 1 equals 9. This 0 pairs, goes away. So now, once again, I have to look at my positive 5/6 of an x, my negative 1, and I'm going to add 1 on both sides. I'm running out of room because I'm writing too big. And I'm left with, go to the next page, 5/6 of an x, my 1's 0 paired out, and then I had 9 plus 1, and that gave me 10. Well, now we know that we can take the inverse of 5/6 to make it to 1 whole x and multiply that on both sides. So I'm going to say times 6/5 on the left side and times 6/5 on the right side, leaving me with 1x, and that's my goal, to see what 1x is worth. And this we can put in the calculator, or we can know with fractions that we're saying 10 times 6 is 60, divided by 5 gives me 12. Once again, you can put the variable into the calculator and check your work to make sure that 12 is the right answer. So I'm going to give you two problems to work on your own, and then I'll give you the answer to see if you are on the right track. If not, you may need to make sure that you attend a workshop or try to arrange a time to come to tutoring. So I have half of a p plus 7 equals 3/4 of a p plus 9. This is your first problem. Please pause the video and try to work it out. The answer will pop up here momentarily. All right, thanks for pausing the video. I'm sure that you did, and I need to see your work to make sure that you're on the right track. So I can see that p equals -8. If you plug in -8 everywhere you see a p, you will see that that's the answer. I didn't write 3/4 of a p. Hopefully you caught that. All right, let's go to the next example problem. I have -5/4 of a c minus a half equals -3/4 plus 5/8 of a c. All right, so pause the video and try to work that out on your own. All right, welcome back. You can see here that c equals 2/15. If you did not get that or you don't understand, it's not time to move on to the evidence. You still need some help. So ask for it, and this is the conclusion of DIY video number 2 for solving equations with variables on both sides of the equal sign. Thank you so much.